Live.
Oh, we are? Oh, crap.
Yeah, for like 6 seconds now.
Oh,
Thanks for the heads up.
Here we need the TV.
Which one of those two is mine?
That one was.
Mine's this one.
Sitting right here. So.
Mine's that one right there.
The red one.
I'll sit next to you, Laura. Since you're my wife.
Okay.
I can sit. I was gonna sit back there.
Why?
Because I was.
I'm fine.
All right.
Where's what?
You want to see the framing? Make sure it's okay. Hey guys, we're live here. How many people are watching? Anybody? 12? 14? 1?
One.
1.
Is it Clayton?
No, it's JM91, the guy that used to drive by with his, he would honk his horn as he drove by.
As you drove by. That's awesome. Shall I open it? Here, I'll just cut these two. I'm not gonna cut the other
You gotta wait till we have a bunch of people on.
Two,
one. Cut
alright.
the other one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Two people.
Two.
That delays. Make sure the volume's turned all the way down.
It says we have 1 people, but
Do
5
you live
6
stream now
comments.
with live chat?
Oh, we don't need it.
I have no idea how to do that. Oh, see the moves, go scroll right. Do that again, go up, scroll right.
Moose?
Mouse.
Okay, I don't know about you, but I will not be able to read that live chat.
Go
from
right,
here.
go to the right, right there. Live chat, live chat. Hit, select that.
You can see it on your phone though, can't you?
I mean, I can.
Bam.
Okay.
Oh, look at right hand, right foot. You can't read
Hey,
it?
Clayton's here. How are you, Clayton?
I can read that.
I'm on Hanson's here. Good morning.
Hey, we already got like 27 people.
Where are you located, Amon? Just curious. All right.
Already?
Jeez, let's talk it out.
Yeah, let's talk it up a little
Yeah,
bit.
All right, now. So, how's everybody tonight?
Good.
Lovely.
So you got this in the mail the other day.
We got this in the mail the other day. We're not gonna open it just yet. We're gonna wait a little bit longer for.
Build suspense.
Yeah.
Yeah, see if we can get the regulars into the chat there. Although we got a bunch so far.
I think I should move the camera a little bit right. I think so.
Yeah. Only shows part of me.
Ah, the part that's important.
You're the focus. You're the focus. All right.
Alright, Brennan's in Florida.
Very good.
Florida.
Florida.
It's like the East Coast area.
Hello from California.
Oh, mine's
Young
in Arizona.
Nunez.
Daniel's
All right.
in California.
Hey, so we got a little bit of news.
He says I always
this
say
is-
good morning.
This is just general VTEC Academy news. Your car's back to California.
The fit's back.
The fit's back. We're gonna pull the motor out and do some improvements. While the motor's out, I'm gonna put a K in it just for fitment and for new mounts.
Yeah.
So
Fit.
fitment.
Yeah, that's right.
That was a pun. Totally meant to do that.
Is that
Are
is
you
that
totally
plate available in
jazzed?
Arizona?
Fitment.
Fitment. Yeah.
And then we just got our 2012 Fit K swapped. In fact, I took it for a rip today.
Oh, you did? Oh, you
I
did?
did.
Oh, I saw it on the lift the other day.
Yeah,
Oh,
It's back on the lift right now.
it's back.
back on the lift.
Yeah, it's back on the lift getting the exhaust.
Oh, okay.
And it also has hellacious water leak. I'm afraid that the engine actually has a blown head gasket.
Oh,
So they took it for a rip up and down the street and just pushed water out.
oh yeah. So but you swapped it all over, put the manual transmission
Yep.
and all that stuff.
Did the manual swap, put the K series
Yeah.
from a 2009 TSX in it.
Oh,
And it runs nice, like a bat out of hell. So we'll
I did this out too if I was pushing that much water.
200 horsepower, yeah, or whatever.
yeah. So anyway, it should be interesting. And then the budget EG with the K23 and turbo, we have that fired up, and we have a dyno appointment on Saturday.
Oh, okay, I was gonna ask you about this. I watched the video the other
Yeah.
day, so yeah.
So a dyno appointment Saturday, so a new video coming out on that pretty quick.
Oh,
When's
your appointment?
Monday at 1 o'clock, or Saturday at 1 o'clock.
Over at
At Tim Kelly,
Tim?
exact
Oh,
time.
Maybe I'll swing by.
Yeah, come on by.
Just turn it to a meet.
Yeah.
I don't think Tim would be very happy about that.
Yeah, you'd be fine.
Just bring tacos.
Yeah, bring tacos.
Yeah.
Tacos
So-
and a Red Bull.
So that is that. We got J series swap kit stuff from Honda, a brand new kit Honda
I
is
saw
coming
that,
out.
yeah.
So that's going to be pretty cool. So that's going to be a future thing. All right. So, but of course, we're here to answer your tech questions as well. In fact, we thought we'd do something a little bit different today. We have been playing around with Chat GPT and asking it questions to see what its answers are. And if you're fairly generic with the question, it does okay. But we want to kind of see how it's doing with more specific tech questions. So here we go. So the budget EG getting too hot here in Arizona. I had to upgrade my radiator because mine was getting too hot with the K24T. If you have a half radiator, probably going to be a little bit warm.
Yeah.
We're gonna we've got a half
do have a half
radiator,
radiator.
so we're gonna probably try ducting the front end to make sure all the air flows through the
Yeah.
nothing.
But it's the
Stop picking on me.
K swap radiator, the K-tune swap radiator.
Yeah.
So might do better than
Yeah, we'll
we
see.
expect.
Yeah,
Should we take bets on that before the video?
we can.
I bet you're gonna have to put a full-size radiator in it.
I think.
I think so too.
Well,
I think the
it's
bet
only
should be how long
50-50.
does it last?
Whoa.
You mean the engine?
No, the actually being able to keep from overheating. Like, are we gonna be able to street drive it? Are we gonna
Right.
be able to drive it with some pace or fun?
Yeah.
Is it even gonna make it to the
Will
track
we be able
before
to-
it gets too
Will
hot?
we be able to hot lap it on the street? Or
No.
will we?
To all those.
No, you think it?
No, to all those.
Well, you're
conditions.
speaking from your experience with your
with-
Fit, but
Well, no, I speak from experience with my K-Swap Civic way back in the day
when the half radiator on.
when we had the
Yeah.
half radiator on there.
Well,
Yeah.
we did not duct that, and I think ducting has a lot to do with it. And here's why I say that. We had a J series EK with a half radiator, and when we ducted it, we could drive on the street fine. When we went to the track, it lasted 3 laps.
Okay.
And what's funny is it lasted 4 laps, 3 laps normally, and 4 laps if we ducted it.
Yeah.
So,
Which was enough to set down a good time.
yeah,
Right.
true.
I think for second place.
Yeah, I think it might have been.
Next behind like a 700 horsepower turbo Civic.
Yeah.
Like I said, on the street, you like I said, duct it, it'll be okay, but that's all you're gonna get out of it. You're gonna have to, yeah.
I think that could very well be true.
Yeah,
We may wind up having to very quickly change it. Do you want outside? Is that the deal here?
Yes, she does.
How big is the heater core? I think we could just run that too.
Oops, hang on.
Not very
Those
big.
the dogs out.
The heater core.
Yeah.
I thought Scott was the one who let the dogs
This
out.
big.
That's what he
Would
said.
you like to trade sides so I can let the dogs out for you? I feel weird being on the side there.
We can do that, and then I can say shit like who let the dogs out, or who's gonna let the dogs out.
Yeah,
We can sing it.
I think that's fair. That sounds
Alright.
good. I'll be responsible for the doggos.
Clayton's asking if we bought an Acti yet.
No.
I keep trying. Although we did buy something fun
So
recently.
something interesting about that.
Oh, okay.
There's a company just down the street from Hassport, and the other day I'm driving down the street and I see this trailer, and it has 4 Actis on the bed of each one.
Yeah, he's
Stacked
got a
up.
picture.
Yeah, I sent him a picture of it.
So,
So there is a company literally a quarter mile away that's selling Actis.
so does he have other things too, or just Actis?
He has tons of other stuff.
Suzuki's, I've seen some.
No. He has like full size
I've seen
trucks
some-
with like giant work beds that he puts on.
Oh.
They actually build construction trucks.
Oh, so maybe that's why he has the
Equipment trucks.
he has the Actis.
I think
For
he's
job site.
I think he's
Oh, yeah.
trying out for job sites. So I'll call him tomorrow in the morning, and if we can go, we'll go over and check him out and maybe do a quick video.
Oh,
So that'd be kind of fun, I think.
yeah,
So, but yeah,
Actis.
yeah.
Yes, Honda Pro Jason, he just got back from Japan, I think it was. No, it was Larry
Larry Chen.
Larry Chen. He said he had pictures of all these weird looking little Hondas.
Oh, they've got the coolest little Hondas, little box fans.
Box
and-
fans and all sorts
Yeah.
of them.
And
I've
I
never
don't know if you've ever
before.
seen the N1s or anything like that, but
No.
they're like massively popular in Tokyo. Just hugely
So-
popular.
so
It was like the #1 selling vehicle in that city, in that, what do they call it?
Category.
Precinct?
Segment.
What?
Key car?
Prefecture?
Prefecture. It was like the #1 selling car
Okay.
in that prefecture.
Nope.
No,
He's hot.
leave the dog.
He's gonna lay under
You
the.
guys go play with stuff.
Stop that.
He thinks we're eating.
Look at my leg.
All right. Sorry. I mean,
I reserve that.
But Justin Cattell would like to see a budget supercharger for the R18.
Budget supercharger for the R18? Man, that would be tough.
Wouldn't it be like a K-swap?
I think there's something on Wish.
Yeah, don't try it out, the electric supercharger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, a supercharged R18, I do not have the ability to, I mean, I suppose
We have the
Oh, wait,
ability,
wait.
though. The want.
there is a supercharger for the R18. Jackson Racing makes it.
Why?
And I
Was
think
it-
also Skunk might have
No, I think
made
Kraftwerks.
it. Kraftwerks made it too.
Yeah.
Well, I think, yeah, I don't know if Jackson ever released it, but I think Kraftwerks makes it. But it's hardly budget.
Yeah, it's.
So I don't know
it's
what
$4
how,
grand or
yeah, I don't know how you could do a
4,500
budget.
bucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how you could do a budget
Put a
supercharger
turbo
for
on it.
that. Yeah. Yeah.
But why would you
I
want
mean-
to? We offer a K-swap kit.
I agree with that. Honestly, I think the R18 is a
Let's
not
be
an
honest.
underrated motor, but a properly rated motor.
Properly-
Yeah, it's
That would be that some people might think is underrated.
It's the last. It was one of the most recent. Isn't the last engine Honda had to do an extended warranty on because they had some issues with those
I
blocks
think they're
cracking?
doing extended warranties on L15s because of the gas into the oil because of the people operating in cold temperatures and not letting warm up properly. But that's beside the point. The R18's not a strong motor.
It's a grocery getter motor.
Yeah, it's the D15
Yeah,
of
it's-
its
yeah,
time.
yeah.
I mean, it's barely adequate for the car. That's not true. It's economical
you can get
and
through
it works well for whatever.
He'll be fine.
He's
Just let
hunting
him
for
be.
food.
He thinks we're eating.
Yeah,
So
all at the kitchen table. So. All right, so we got enough
we're
people
up to
here.
43 now.
Up to 43. Let me show you what we got here.
Tired of waiting.
This is the plaque we got from YouTube for having 100,000 subscribers, and we want to thank you guys. You guys are responsible for this. We appreciate you guys doing this, and we have had this thing for how many weeks?
Just 2
2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Two.
And we've waited for this live in order to unveil it. So none of us have seen it.
Nope,
Uh,
I had to hide it, because they kept wanting to open it.
I found it,
Let's hope it-
but I didn't open it.
let's hope they didn't make any spelling errors.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, exactly, yep.
Like put an H in VTEC.
Yes, there's
Yeah.
Or some-
Would that be? That would be,
Here we go,
that would be the worst.
here we go.
All right, so here we go, the official unveiling of it. You guys will have to watch the TV show.
Okay.
And it'll be delayed.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, look, a letter.
All right.
All right, and a card. The card says, "Congratulations on your subscriber milestone. We are honored to take part in recognizing your achievement and want your experience to be exceptional. This award was inspected and packaged with great care."
All right.
By Rick.
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 Thank you, Rick.
Yes.
Thank you, Rick.
Rick's not watching.
Is that Inspector 43?
That's Inspector Rick.
Okay.
Was that a Monk reference?
If your award
What?
was
Was that
damaged,
from Monk or what's that from?
No, it's just.
It's just
Oh,
a-
no, that's just a
It's
this
the
is
thing
a
in
running
your-
Sorry,
joke.
there's a Monk
It's the
reference
thing
there.
in your pocket when
Yeah.
you buy a pair
Yeah,
of
pair of pants
pants.
pull out.
That's Inspector 43.
Number 2. I'm important. All right. He tries harder.
Yeah.
So,
That's right.
I've heard.
Ava strikes
Yeah.
on it, yeah.
all right. If your award was damaged during shipping, or if you have any questions, please contact us at YouTube Creator. All right.
All right.
So,
I don't think we can read.
all right.
What's this?
Neil Mohan, head of YouTube. Do you remember your first subscriber? Do you? No, I don't.
This is probably me.
That could be. I think I was number 2.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm pretty lackadaisical. I was
I'm
probably,
probably
number,
like 1 or
I was
2.
probably like number 8.
I'm number 99,943.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I remember that one. Remember that was the last time we did this. I'm not a subscriber yet.
So I
Oh my gosh.
so I unsubscribed at 99,994,
Yeah.
and I kept refreshing,
Yeah.
and it went from 90,998
Yeah.
to 100,004 in like a second. So I missed it because I wanted to be the 100,000 subscriber,
Yeah.
and it didn't work out that way.
Yeah.
Anyways,
The first.
chances are you do, and we know, we don't, and we know that you're definitely remember your 100,000. Yeah, I wish I knew who that person was, but I remember when it happened, like a time frame. All right, so your fans may have found you while searching YouTube, learned about you through a friend, or maybe you showed up as a recommended video. No matter how they came to your channel, your audience has stayed and their numbers increased because you and the community you've built. We're proud to honor your impressive milestone, reaching 100,000 subscribers with Silver Creator Award. Woohoo! All right. We know that you have many more stories to share with the community, and we know the fans can't wait for you to amaze them even more with your commitment and creativity.
Wow,
So
we're
keep
good.
creating,
Really?
keep building.
Yeah,
telling
super
you.
fast.
I can't wait to see what you do next. Sorry, guys.
Sounds like
I know that's
propaganda.
boring. Let's
Sounds
get to
like
the,
propaganda.
Let's get to the chase. Here we go. This is our award. The YouTube presents VTEC, properly spelled,
All right.
Academy, properly spelled too, for passing 100,000 subscribers.
Wow,
Nice.
that's nice.
There you go.
Is that a mirror?
This is a milestone, guys.
Yes, it is.
This is like polished aluminum or brushed aluminum.
Ooh, it's nice.
So even though they call it a silver award,
Yep.
I don't think it's actually silver.
What happened to the crystal one they used to do?
No, that's
No,
That's like 10 million.
that's 10 million.
Yeah, that's
We'll get there.
Let's aim for.
We have to
for
start
1 million.
blowing shit up though.
We should.
Hey, I'm here. Let's do this.
Oh,
What rounds can we put through Honda K Series? I'm just kidding.
Yeah. But anyway, thank you guys very much for helping us achieve this milestone. I turned 65 in a few days and I'm retiring.
no, he's not.
I am scared.
I wish he was. We could go on a vacation together instead of just me going by myself.
That's true.
So, yeah. Look, you can get
We
one.
might do that anyway for my
Rocket
60,
face.
for my 65th birthday.
Cool.
We'll go together on vacation.
Your 65th?
Yeah, birthday.
I'm gonna be out of town. I'm gonna be on my vacation. I leave on the 8th, so.
Okay, I'll go somewhere,
Well,
and I will send you pictures.
When you,
this is how we stay married. 33 years. We don't go on vacation together.
when you go to Australia?
At the end of August.
End of August.
Yeah. I'm gonna go to World Time Attack. It'll be a lot of fun.
That should be a fun one.
Yeah, it should be a lot of fun.
You
I
know,
want to go.
Yeah, okay, you can go.
if we're talking milestones, just for the fun of it, I'm taking a week off next week because it'll be a decade at Hasport for me.
10 years at Hasport.
Yep.
Yeah.
How old are you now?
29.
So since you're 19 years old, you're working at Hasport.
Yep.
Was that
Wow.
a knock?
No,
Huh?
dog.
I can do everything there but run the laser. I could answer questions, but nobody lets me talk to customers.
He's not allowed yet.
I'm not allowed. I'm still not allowed to talk to
He
customers.
can't be unsupervised on the phone, so it's just a
Let's pass this around.
huge problem. Yes, definitely.
We're
So
hanging up at the shop tomorrow.
we sure are.
And we'll hang it above the skateboard.
Yes. Look, you can get copies for. We can all get
It's
copies.
gonna get dirty in the garage.
Yeah, I
You
can't
see
put it
yourself in there.
Can't be.
Yeah.
Can I order coffee?
That's what I said. Yeah. You're not listening to me.
Oh.
So that's nice.
Very
huh?
nice. Yep.
I was so excited. Oh, even the UPS guy thought, "Whoa." He
Because I
walked
knew you
in
guys
with
had a
the YouTube.
YouTube channel, but
What
I didn't know you. Yeah.
You guys had a YouTube
I
channel.
didn't know you
Yeah.
guys had a YouTube.
Ferdy.
All right, guys. Hey, we're here to answer your tech questions now that we're done with all this crap.
Okay, and with that, I'm stepping away from the camera
Are you really?
to chill out and listen
Sounds
to
good.
you.
I was gonna lay right here.
Thanks everybody for getting us to that big number. So maybe I'll come back occasionally. I'm a very busy person. Oh, hey.
Delilah is not
Delilah.
happy about it.
If I sit with Delilah, it will be better. She'll be quieter, hopefully.
How does YouTube know where to send that? You got to fill out all these forms and
Yeah,
stuff.
right. You'll send in your fingerprints and all sorts.
ID10T form for sure. You have to.
Did we have to pay for it too? Didn't we
No,
have to
it's
pay for it?
all
It's free?
Copies.
The
We-
copies there has to be.
We made them enough money. We get at least one.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right?
you can get copies, but yeah, there's your one.
Interesting. I thought we had to pay for it.
No. It was my treat.
It was not.
I wonder how much the gain ones for your team costs actually.
We'll find out. I'll ask. Recognize your team.
Put one on a chain.
I think they're like $60 or something like that. Oh.
Everybody needs
We should make one and do it.
Yeah, we'll make one to send to his house, and we'll make one to have at this house. And you want one?
No, I'm just a peripheral
Okay.
contributor, so
Got it.
you
Sounds
guys did most of the work, obviously.
Well, I shop wonder I got an office at home too.
No, you can't have one.
Fair enough.
You have to. You can every day when you come into the shop, you can
Rub it for good
you
luck.
can rub it for good.
I'll kiss it.
And,
On the side though, where
it's like
Yeah.
it was like that.
Yeah,
it's,
touch this.
It's
side.
like the sign above the football team that jumps up, hits the sign as they go. The Irish as they go out the tunnel.
That's
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Just like that.
Tony Kart Racer said he didn't know you were the guy from Hasbro also.
We found that person.
Passport first.
Alex Luna says, congratulations, your love for Hondas inspired me to get my dream EF.
Nice.
Tyler Smith says, congrats, Brian. Super stoked for Hasport. You guys are amazing. Well deserved from Winkler. Nice.
Like that name.
Shout out to right-hand drive Clayton too.
Yeah.
He's been part of the team,
Oh, yeah.
helping us
Yeah.
moderate these, keeping you guys under control.
Answer questions and stuff.
Answering questions. Yeah,
Yeah.
this is one of the cool things about this. Unfortunately, it got to be a bit of a grind doing it every week for 3 years.
Yeah,
2.5
pretty
years.
much, yeah.
Yeah, 2.5 years. But we're going to be back, and we're going to try to make it what I would like to call semi-regular. So every 2 weeks, try to do a Thursday night rather than Tuesday night. Tuesday night, by the way, is for tacos, and it was causing a problem.
Or
because-
whatever religion you subscribe
Well, we had to eat like
Yeah.
Taco Bell tacos.
It was getting in the way of our tacos.
It was eating their quality tacos.
Yeah, and so we couldn't go to like real restaurants that have real tacos, so that's why we're switching over to Thursday. So, but we're gonna try and do it every other Thursday. So,
Yeah.
and we do like talking to you guys, and I thought it was actually a really fun,
Way to interact.
way to interact. Not only that, but also I liked the interaction of all the people watching the show. I thought that was pretty amazing. A lot
Yeah,
of
I
people
missed our
helping me with it.
conversations at cars because a lot of times we don't get to see Brian.
Yeah,
Some
well,
days I don't even see you at work. You're so busy, or I'm
Yeah,
so busy, and then
true.
you're so busy.
Yeah.
That's it.
But we need to send
Correction.
one to Clayton.
Cardinals are around.
Carter's run. What?
We need to send, one of those YouTube things to Clayton.
Oh, that's a good
I
idea.
wanna give it to Clayton. He's been with us since basically the beginning.
All right.
You guys helped us with a lot of tech and stuff. Let's see. Tom Moon says, huge milestone. Thanks for always providing great info. Somebody else said, congrats everyone. You guys are invaluable.
Yes, I want to do a Lemons race car. In fact, I got a car to do a Lemons race car. This is
Probably have
Winnie
several.
Quinkly. Huh?
Probably have several.
I don't know.
Yeah. One that you
No,
have
I got one
meant for it.
specific.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think it's specific for it. Brian passed on an 86 Civic wagon, 84 Civic wagon.
Yeah.
But here's what's crazy.
People want hats, by the way.
It's in really nice condition. But somebody gave me another one
Oh,
that's rougher
oh,
because I was thinking I was gonna make yours the
yeah.
Lemons car, but it's too nice.
Yeah, it's a very nice car.
So somebody gave me another 80, I think an 85
Yeah.
Civic wagon.
Yeah.
And by the way, you can vote for what name you want. I've come up with two names I want to call it. One of them I want to call it the Cool Bus. I was going to paint it yellow like a school bus,
Yeah.
okay, and call it and just like black out the S and the H and call it the Cool Bus.
Yeah.
And the other thing I came up with was calling it the Short Bus. And then make everybody on the team wear their helmet all the time.
Yeah.
You think that might be a little
That's
too PC?
That's a little too, yeah. That's too hit too close.
We
to
need to
home.
do that.
Yeah. I think that.
Now you just make Carter want to do
I
it.
think the school bus.
The Cool Bus might be the way.
Cool bus would
All
be
right.
the way to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be the way to go.
So, but you guys get a vote. Do you want me to call it the Short Bus? You want me to call it the Cool Bus?
Never let the internet vote on anything. That's a horrible idea.
Bussy.
They're going to agree with you, Carter.
Bussy McBusface.
They're going to agree with you. Yeah, Bussy Bus Face. Yeah, if you have different suggestions for names, that's fine too. So, good.
Axion, Michael, Axion's here.
Yeah, hey Michael.
Hey,
Well, he's coming along with that.
I have a Del Sol that I'm building
Civic.
for Lemons. Very good. Really excited. It would be great to race with you guys. Yeah. So, Wink, where are you located? Are you in California on the East Coast? You Texas or Michigan? Where are you? So let us know. Accent Industry not out in Arizona. Man, still
Enjoying
in
it.
Ohio. Sadly, enjoy the humid but not so hot
Birmingham,
weather.
Alabama.
Oh, okay.
Birmingham.
No.
That's going to be quite a trek to go out there to race 25 hours of limits.
Well, you're fine. Go lay down.
Anyway, the idea is to try to actually invent. Let me try that again. The idea is actually try to invite some other YouTubers to be driving with us.
I thought we
if we
wanted
do
to
limits. Huh?
I thought we wanted to win.
We have to invite the right
Well,
YouTubers.
I can drive.
We'll have to invite the
No,
right
we want to
YouTubers.
win.
we wanna,
Yeah.
Yeah.
somebody asked about tax.
Hats, yeah, we saw
We're
that.
working on getting a new thing so we can get hats.
Yeah,
and all that
actually, one of our employees brought in an embroidery machine. So we'll have to look into that. Both VTEC Academy and Hassport hats. That'd be interesting.
stuff. We'll do it.
Let's see here. Clayton was asking if we're planning on attending Honda Meet Ohio still.
I don't think I'm gonna be able to make it. I am gonna be at PRI, I think. I'm not sure I haven't ruled it out yet, but I'm not sure I'm gonna be able to go to Honda Meet Ohio. I do wanna go.
When is that?
September, is that what it is?
Okay, I'll go look it up.
I don't have my phone with me. In fact, I'm surprised it's not calling for me.
K24 fit.
What about the K24 fit?
Well, Willem is asking about what happened to the K.
Oh, well,
It's-
you guys weren't here probably earlier. We fired it up today, took it for a little rip. It spewed water out, the overflow. So it might have a blown head gasket. But we're finishing up the exhaust and then I'm gonna take it for a test drive and see how it works out. Your dogs went out, Carter.
Wait, who let the dogs out?
Hot.
Now who let the dog go?
No, they
Oh.
they did the bark like
They
almost
did-
right at the perfect time. We have a game development animation channel we run, but on tonight.
So ask your tech questions, ask questions. Let's see. Yeah, we talked a little bit about the beginning about a lot of the,
And we're gonna use ChatGPT.
yeah, a lot of the updates and stuff like that.
So I looked at the,
It was a game development and animation channel. Interesting. So Wink is your, what's the name of your YouTube channel? September 24th, Carter.
Oh, okay, perfect.
So, yeah,
Sorry, I was, yeah.
yeah, I'm going to Australia at the end of August, so I may not be able to swing away for the, for that event. We'll have to see how many miles I have on my credit card as we get closer to that.
you'll have at least 25,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like
From the thing.
12, it's like
I don't
12
think I'd get any,
It's
I don't
like
think I,
12,000 down there and 12,000
no,
back.
yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
no, you get them for spending money, not for traveling.
Oh, I see. Oh.
You use them when you travel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, that's a bit of a problem.
He says it's called.
You guys ever plan to build a track car for road racing like Red Eye? Yeah, I do, as a matter of fact.
We have in the past at some point. We need to
Yeah,
again.
we need to do it again. So I've got an Integra that we would like to build for racing like Red Light. I'm not sure if I'll have it done in October, in time for the October events here in Southern California. I'm sorry, I'm not here in Southern California. On the West Coast, we're in Arizona. On the West Coast, there's some events in California. They're actually up near San Francisco. I'm hoping to have it done by then. So let's see. All right, right-hand drive. Clayton says, I need a good base map for my Civic. It's running crazy rich. Just try doing like a generic reduction in time when you I'm sorry, Clayton, send me an email with your tune and I'll have somebody take a look at it. So just generally, is it running rich, or like on throttle is it running rich, or when is it running rich? So I'm assuming you have a Honda, so you should be able to data log it and see when it's running rich and make those adjustments. All right, so Deanna Nunez says, I'm K-swapping my M2 with the JDM K24A. Just wondering what's the best intake manifold to get the most horsepower. The stock K24A manifold works really well, actually. You have to rev significantly higher in order to get more horsepower out of the like the FD2 type rev intake, or the one that comes on the 06 Civic Si. Generally speaking, with the stock cam, the other one works fine. And Clayton's gonna try and pull a deadlock. Cool.
Come on, stay down next to Mama. Over there.
Got it.
Oh,
You can also lower your fuel pressure and see if that fixes it.
Cars Law was asking, watch the RD1 CRV K24 swap with the auto transmission video. Is that just not doable? Question
No, it's doable. We just are paused on it right now. So I'm gonna try and roll that back on the lift next week. We
That's
have
another projects we want to
Yeah,
do
that's
first.
another project. So, I have a rear mount and a right-hand mount. I need to make a left-hand mount for that. So we did some early prototyping on that, and then it got kind of pushed back when we were trying to finish the fit, which was the one that everybody voted for.
Yeah,
By the way, once we get that, I guess, running properly, we should take another vote.
yeah.
Let's see what's
We'll make
next.
a poll.
We'll pick 5 cars and
It'll be the poll. It'll be the
do
same.
the poll again.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
last time we had 6 options,
Yeah.
but it only like
But the
you
poll
do,
one's
a poll
5.
that will
Yeah.
remember it,
You know,
so it'll be official.
So let's do this. Let's take one of the cars off that didn't get very good votes,
Mhm.
and let's put on a different car in its place. So we have 5 cars, but at least
Okay.
one of them's new. So, yeah. So we'll do that. We'll take votes again, and if at some point I need to do that because I need to do. We need to do the mounts for that. All right. Says Rise VTEC says, have you tuned the K20, K23 EG yet? No, that's
Tomorrow or
Saturday. Saturday we're doing that, so the video should be coming out pretty soon.
Wink Winkler wants to know when picking a cam for endurance racing on a K, what do you look for?
I mean, the stock Type R cam is probably the best one, because it's not,
It's not super peaky.
it's still pretty drivable.
Yeah.
And OEM quality.
And it's OEM quality, yeah, and you can get away with not upgrading the valve springs, although you should. So it's pretty good. That's a good one. I got my K Pro 4 stolen, is password protected and registered. Can they still be able to use it? Contact Honda on that. They may be able to contact you if somebody tries to do anything with it. I don't know what their policy is on that kind of stuff, but it seems to me that they might be able to. All those things have a serial number, so they should be able to do something about that.
Yeah, tell them to, get a hold of them, give them all the information, and tell them to lock it out, so nobody can do anything with it.
Yeah, because they're gonna have to. Yeah, they may wind up just throwing it away if it doesn't, work on something.
Yeah, because you can't plug it in and reflash
You
without.
can't, no, you can't,
feed into
you can't
it.
reflash it or anything, so, yeah, do everything you can to make it hard for them.
Are you, Alex Luna, are you guys at school? If so, take my money.
Did you see what Clayton said? A
You
lot
can
of people
send
wish they were.
stickers.
Oh, he also said doggo thirsty.
Yeah.
You can hear it lapping up the water and dripping it everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
She's got leaky lips. So,
Okay, here's an interesting one.
is that Tick of Tech?
Yeah, but I thought he's only having all the other gears are good except for it's hard to get into reverse. I have to
Reverse
refresh
has no. I don't actually. The reverse might have a synchronic J. I don't remember. I've
I
never.
think they do.
I
maybe.
pulled one of those apart one time, and I don't remember looking to see if it had a synchro. But
It's the only gear
so
that's
so
hard.
let me explain Hondas generally about reverse gear. What happens is even when you have the clutch pushed in, there's sometimes a little bit of drag because the clutch disc in there floats and it spins the transmission, and that makes it hard to put it in reverse. So here's what I suggest you do. To get it in reverse, what I suggest you do is with the clutch in, put the car in second, and then take it out immediately and go for reverse. And usually that will make it much easier to put the car in reverse because it'll stop the transmission.
My TSX transmission, you had to
You had to do that?
all the time.
Yeah.
On my board, and that was
So-
after Doug going through it, so it was a good knowing.
Yeah, so even a good transmission, oftentimes the clutch will drag slightly and spin the gears, and there is no synchro on reverse on all the K series, all the D series, all the B series, so I'm assuming not even on the J either. So having the transmission spinning makes it difficult to get into reverse gear. So stop the transmission by putting it in second and then just go immediately to reverse, and that should help you out with that. So,
What about, okay, I
you
remember.
understand what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
perfectly, but I was just thinking, why do you need to go into second? You push the.
You can put it in anything.
You push the clutch in, yeah, you push the clutch and put it in any gear, and then.
Right.
And then go into reverse.
Yeah,
'cause it-
I find that first gear
it doesn't like to go into this transmission spinning,
Oh,
so it's really easy to just pop into second gear. And then,
okay, yeah.
so
Yeah,
but
so
you
I
can go
just
into
push
second,
mine
you
in.
can go into fourth. you can
I'd
go
always
into-
just go push it
Yeah,
forward
you
to
can go into
third.
fourth, but just go into a gear and then go into.
Oh, I
The only Honda transmission I've had that doesn't, it, like, the K series would do it, but it'd fight you sometimes. I had a B that you pretty much couldn't get into reverse unless it was perfect, unless you stuck it into like second or something 1st, and then put it in reverse. The L15 does not care. It took right in every time.
Every time.
It never hits.
Yeah, mine never, I don't remember mine never having.
Okay.
The L15 is
Yeah.
the only Honda transmission I've
That's,
never had to do that.
that's the only car well, I did drive the Type R. I'm trying to think of what it was like. Yeah, Type R didn't carry either. So, but yeah, I've never driven an L15
I wonder if there's
car
secrets,
for any
'cause
length of time.
every K series you bounced off the gear at some point because it's just perfectly like teeth to teeth deal every once in a
Yeah,
while.
exactly. That's why you stop it first, then go in.
Yeah.
Yeah, it oftentimes I'll like just go quick into the gear because you will usually work. But if it ever doesn't, I just go into second and go into reverse.
He said, I've tried, but it's super hard and it was rebuilt by Honda Tech.
Sounds
Will
like your clutch is dragging.
it break in after a while? New clutch, master clutch, and trans rebuild. Everything's new, basically, it sounds like.
Yeah.
So it is.
Maybe-
Shouldn't be a problem.
Probably consult the guy who did it.
Yeah.
I've never had a pressure rebuild trans other than like a race car. You never noticed it's a
We've
reverse.
had, and it's always been the same. Put it in another gear and then you put it in reverse. It's always been the same. So,
Yeah, unless, like you said, it's dragging heavily,
yeah, unless it's dragging heavily.
then it's just.
Then that might be the problem.
Yeah, it's just not letting.
Turn the car off, put it in reverse, turn the car back.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
No, but I mean, that's
Yeah.
what it sounds like to me, is that something's.
It sounds to me like it's dragging.
The disc is dragging heavily, it's not allowing the secondary shaft to stop
Right.
moving.
So what may be happening is the splines on the input shaft may be so dirty
Could
that
be.
it's leaving the clutch disc
You'd hope
turning
it
the
would.
transmission.
Yeah. You hope the guy building the transmission would have done all that, though. I know whenever I got into Honda Tech, those guys are like cleanliness next to godliness.
Yeah, but true.
You know.
Yeah,
So,
they should be.
I mean, even the best make mistakes sometimes. I'm not saying that's what it is, but
Yeah.
talk to him also.
Yeah, talk to the guy that rebuilt it. See what's up.
Have him
Ask
take
what
it for
the
a
deal is.
drive.
Have him try
And
to put it in reverse.
he may do the standard mechanic thing. Oh yeah, it'll break in.
Yeah.
And then say how long. So
Yeah.
somebody else has a question about.
I think
or
this
about
is,
the
yeah, I think this is an interesting question. Spencer Corey says, would you add an LSD to an LS-S80 transmission or just buy an LSD tranny? One wheel peel kind of sucks in the winter here in Colorado. B20 swapped 98 Integra. So it's like a stock B20 with a stock LS transmission.
I mean, so here's the deal on that. If you've got perfectly good synchros in your transmission, I think I'd probably put the LSD in that transmission.
Yeah.
Yeah. Understand that it may be cheaper to buy a transmission with an LSD already in it rather than pay somebody to put an LSD.
Because you're going to go through effort pulling the
You
transmission
gotta,
either
you
way.
gotta pull the transmission either way. So the question is, do you want to pay somebody to pop it apart, put an LSD in, put it back together? And then if the synchros are ground, then you need to have them replace the synchros as well so the transmission's good. But if you can buy a transmission that's already good and it's guaranteed, do that. If your transmission is good and you know it is, then I would put the LSD in that one. Yeah.
What's the cost of an LSD versus a used transmission LSD? What
No,
can you buy
it's-
a B series LSD for nowadays?
So you can
Excluding
Between-
random grips.
do not get a freaking
Phantom grip.
no. Phantom grips don't work. They don't work properly. They don't work that effectively.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of the name of the company. They're in San Francisco. They sell LSDs and they sell individual throttle bodies. Gosh darn it.
No, it's some other.
Let me borrow your phone.
Here, I'll Google it real
Look
quick.
up K-Series ITBs and see what companies come up. But anyway, so there's certain LSDs that don't have the proper. We froze. There are certain LSDs that don't have a proper chamfer on the place where the clip engages, and
OBX.
those things.
OBX.
OBX, yeah. Never buy an OBX LSD. They're not machined properly. All right. So people telling us we're frozen.
No, no, we're
All right.
good on my phone. I think it's
I
just
mean,
your TV.
Oh, it's TV. That'd be good. Anyway, so an LSD is going to be, you know, $450 to $750 used. It's going to be, I don't know, $800 to $1,500 new. There's different types of LSDs.
Don't buy a plate style.
There's plate style LSDs.
Don't buy that for the street.
Yeah, don't buy that for the street.
Especially
And then
when-
there's Torsen style. Torsen is what you want. The problem with the Torsen though is, well, for stock horsepower, Torsen's great. So, and those are gonna be, you know, $1,200, $800 to $1,200. So,
Getting dangerous in here just by used transmission price if you
Yeah.
have to buy a new LSD.
yeah, you're pretty near, transmission price. A rebuilt one that's gonna be a lot more expensive than that. But you might find it, you might have one that's guaranteed to be good.
To be honest with you, B20 though, we used to road race with B16s without LSDs and they're fine. You really don't need an LSD for only a B20. You just need better tires.
No, he's,
So they hope-
did you hear where he said he lived?
Yeah, Colorado. Give it a
Ice,
good winter.
snow.
A good winter tire wouldn't take care of that. Like a good
No,
good
no,
winter
that-
tire.
It still would spin.
It would still break traction.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Ice is not friendly to that. It's much better to have something that, the big problem is, and an LSD like that will search out traction. It will transfer the torque to the side that has traction, unless you have a tire in the air, in which case it'll spin that one. The clutch style ones will just turn both tires.
Yeah.
It doesn't like sense torque, hence the name Torsen, torque sensing. So yeah,
Fair enough.
but yeah. So, more questions? We're not letting ChatGPT answer any of these.
I know.
No, they've been good for it.
They would all suck at these
Yeah,
questions.
they'll tell you how to build a hydrogen bomb.
Yeah.
Alas.
Generic.
Yeah.
You back up.
It did have
First,
some.
get some hydrogen.
It did have some.
No, that's not
Oh, it's
live.
been live on my phone the entire time.
Yeah, mine too.
It was just our TV.
I just thought these.
Thoughts on the lesser known Honda engines?
What?
Thoughts on the lesser known Honda engines?
There's a reason why they're lesser known.
Stuff like the G series or the B20s from the Prelude.
Oh.
The B20 from the Prelude is too long stroked. You can put a VTEC head on those like you would LS VTEC, which will get you more horsepower. But that engine is very long stroked. It's actually leans backwards at a much greater angle than like a K series does, and because it was designed to have to fit under that long low hood that came on the Prelude.
Yeah.
Which makes that Prelude really bad for engine swaps because there's nothing that's short enough to fit underneath there other than, you know, a B20 that leans way back or a, you know,
You can't drop the motor down to.
you could drop the motor down, but it's such a low hood line that it makes a problem.
Wondered about that.
So,
Yeah.
what?
And what was the other one, a G?
G series?
Yeah, I don't care about those.
What is that?
They're like the G25, I think is this inline 5 that came in the,
Oh, the vigor.
in the Vigor and stuff like that.
Okay.
So, I mean, it's a perfectly fine motor, but,
It's still a Honda engine, but it's not. there's
well,
no
the thing,
performance.
here's the problem. The problem is when you ask us, it's something we want to swap in a car. So, so we're not going to swap cars that have low support, aftermarket support.
Right.
We're going to look for the engines that have the most aftermarket support. So that's why we don't pay attention to that stuff. Custom parts can be made for any of that stuff. You can go to Webcam and get a custom grind on a cam for the B20 or for the, you can get custom pistons, you can get custom rods from different companies. So you can build those motors.
Yeah.
But I have no desire to do anything with that motor because it's not valid to put in any car.
Right.
There was actually a B20 dual overhead cam motor that came in 86 to 9 Accords back in the day. But we didn't get them, they went to Japan. And then they had two different block designs. One of them only fit automatic transmissions, one of them fit manual transmissions. So, but those motors never came in the US and they were never imported because back in the day when they were importing B16s, B18s, they were doing them for Civics. So they just totally ignored the Accord motors. I mean, we had one, but you know,
Yeah.
and it used stock mounts, but it just wasn't worth doing anything with because that was the only engine the car fit in at the time. And then they kind of went away after
I
that.
do always have wanted to build like an EW. EW
Yeah,
with a
sure.
motor, dual side drive carbs, and you know, something like the old GT5 or GT4 motors.
Yeah, I mean, you can just
That'd
talk
be
to
fun one.
Keith and get
He
one of
probably
his
has all the
motors.
parts sitting.
He has all the parts
Yeah,
for
I'm
that.
sure.
I don't want to pay what it's worth though, because those things are still worth a lot to those guys because class rules.
Yeah.
I don't think that, well, it's called GT Light now,
Yeah,
but yeah.
but I think that would be a fun one.
They're expensive because they're one-off parts is why they're expensive, not because
Yeah.
any other reason.
Yeah.
You know, it would be why a G25 would be expensive. It'd be why, yeah. Anyway, sorry about that.
Hush is here.
Who? What? Huh?
He commented. Oh, Hush commented, congratulations on 100K.
Oh,
Or
thanks.
200K.
Where's he at?
Well, not here.
He's driving.
Oh.
That's why
He's
he's
trying
only
to make it here. He probably stopped to pee
Yeah.
and comment.
And comment. Maybe he's been listening to us on the drive down. Hopefully we're
That could
keeping him
be.
awake. If he falls asleep, it's gonna be our fault.
More energy. More energy. Come on.
More energy. Wink Winkler said, wait. Where was it? Wink Winkler says, I just completely rebuilt a V18C for forced induction. Got a Craftworks Pro charger for a streetcar EK hatch. What power do you think is too much to drive every day? Depends on how many transmissions
So
you
on a
have in stock.
supercharger, it's not that bad because you can control it with your foot. So that means, and the lower gears, you can put less foot down, and in the higher gears, you put more foot down.
Yep.
So, and the 5-speed transmission, because the shafts are shorter, they're not as fragile as the K-series transmissions. So it's going to be more durable. So 400 horsepower would be, it depends also on the width of your tire. If you're running a 205, 225, it's way too much horsepower.
Yeah.
And-
200 max.
Yeah, exactly.
220 or
Well,
something, it's
you do
for
250.
205 for
Yeah,
205.
because
Oh, he's at
because-
87 to baseline.
Yeah. Oh, cool. It's getting close.
Yep.
So,
87.
it's not going to make it by 8 o'clock though.
Wait, 87 to Av or 8?
Yeah, 87 and Beeline.
Oh, and Beeline.
Oh,
Oh, Beeline.
he's coming down.
coming down from.
He's
Payne.
coming down that way, which is
Sorry.
the faster way,
Thanks.
but he's more than half hour away.
Okay.
So,
Well, he'll be able to celebrate after.
yeah.
I mean, honestly, like 350 is probably as much as you'd really want, though. In EK. By the way, we fit 230. We sit 235. No, 245s underneath it.
245,
Are
yeah,
sitting
with
underneath
some-
my EK right now.
Roll the
Yeah.
fenders. You can put 245
On a
under.
17 by
Yeah,
8
it's
plus.
better on a 15 because because that smaller tire works a little bit better. But we have a 235.
On my car, I have a
On your car with a
235
17.
with a 17
Yeah.
by 8, which look EKs look dumb with 15s. They do not look good.
The wheel well's just bigger.
It's too big.
Yeah, so it's,
Yeah.
They just look weird. I've seen enough EKs on 15s. I don't think they look good on 15s.
Yeah.
Balloon tires.
so if you go with the 17, then you got
Yeah.
big rolling,
235,
better
17.
rolling radius to pull more power.
Yeah. But yeah, so and the fact that the tire is bigger, more horsepower is needed because the bigger your tire, the more it eats your horsepower.
Yeah.
So
But superchargers are super drivable. I mean, I used to
yeah,
take my
350 to 400.
300 horsepower Integra out to meets all the time, and it was really easily street drivable. It was enjoyable to drive on the street because you could just roll into it when you wanted to and put it when you didn't. There was no
You have a different type of supercharger. He's got a
True.
ProCharger, right?
yeah, true. It is
The
perfect.
ProCharger is more of a peak horsepower kind of car.
Yeah.
Its torque curve looks like this. Your torque curve looks like it jumps up immediately
Yeah.
and then is flat. His is like more linear.
Yeah.
Because of the linear climb.
Wait, but I
Because it's
mean-
more directed to the RPM.
Yeah,
So it's a different type of supercharger.
still better than a turbo though for drivability either way.
I agree. It's easier to control.
Yep.
Absolutely. Because the turbo isn't like this. Turbo is like this. It's like
And boost lag.
Yeah. So
But I mean, just turn it back down if you need to. Turn it up, drive it for a little while, or change the pulley,
turn
right?
it down. You change the pulley.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
That's
but
how you turn it down.
just change the pulley.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
fully
you just
change
don't
tune.
put your foot in it as much.
Yeah.
Honestly. So,
That's why you have an NA K20. You can put your foot down all day.
all day long.
Right.
Well, the right size tire. Yeah, but you're right.
Chuck Morris is wondering when we're putting the wide fiberglass fenders on the EK.
Yeah, good question. That'd probably be not too far from now.
At least not next week.
Yeah, not next week for sure.
Um,
So that's a question for you. So I want to be at the October events for Grid Life in California.
Okay.
I want you to go to,
Okay.
okay, what car do you wanna drive? The EK?
Or the EK or the October. Yeah, I think the EK is the only one that's realistic. Either that or the Prelude.
You could drive the EK or my EG.
Well, you can drive your EG.
I'm hoping to have my CRX back up and running by then.
Your yellow one?
Yeah.
Well, I'm happy to drive my EK.
Okay, let's get your EK ready. I'll watch
We
the
do
sun
need
stand
to
up.
do the Integra at some point when winter comes around again.
Oh, yeah.
I know. When winter comes around, when we get caught up on orders and I have more time to escape.
That'll never happen.
You know, if it wasn't
You
for
just have to make time.
What, am I the only here that knows the obvious? I mean, you never get caught up.
You just have to make time.
We're too busy.
You have to say to Scott, hey, we're gonna work on the car this time, and Scott will go, yeah, sure, great. He doesn't mind staying late either. You're single, you don't have anywhere to be.
other things to do.
So you don't.
I have other hobbies.
Priorities, man, priorities.
Is everybody just leaving us here? Randar is asking if we're doing Laguna Seca.
For grid life, that's the plan.
Yeah.
Oh, is that where it's gonna be?
Yeah, it's gonna be there and at Sonoma, I believe.
Oh, it's another one.
Why aren't they going south?
But
towards
there's
LA?
also a VTEC club in September at Streets. I want to go there too,
Okay.
because I want to go there because Donut will be there.
Streets is a really fun track to drive.
Yeah, Donut will have their
Thing.
thing there.
So talk about this donut thing. You
Can't do it. Got to wait until wait till the video comes out.
Okay.
Sorry to say. Then I'll be happy to talk about it.
It's classified.
Yeah, you guys
Laguna
didn't
Seca
hear
would be
that.
such a fun track.
Which track? Oh yeah, Laguna. Iconic.
Oh, here's a.
I ran off the track there once.
Did you? In what?
Corkscrew.
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 Motor-
Oh,
motor-
that's where everybody does.
Motorcycle.
Oh, on a motorcycle. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Into the dirt.
No, it didn't get into the dirt, but it,
Okay.
over the curb.
Got it.
Yeah. Cooked it too hard.
Did you leap it?
No, I don't think I. No, I didn't leap it. I just got over the curb.
Okay.
So.
Interesting.
Let's see. Bobby Delmar says my speedometer doesn't work on my 1989 K24A2 CRX. Any suggestions? I have an 06 Civic Si LSD transmission, rye-wire harness, hybrid racing conversion harness, and Honda.
So here's the problem.
We go over this don't we go over this
Yeah.
every week?
Not every
week.
So
VSS
here's
versus
no.
CSS.
This is different.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
This one, your speedometer is cable driven.
Oh, that's right.
It has to have a cable.
Oh, okay, that's right.
So, and unfortunately, your transmission doesn't have the cable drive on the LSD. So, if you want a speedometer to work, you're going to have to do what Vic did with his car. Vic bought this. If you go look at the video on the 86 CRX SI, where that red CRX with a bit of K-swap in it, there's this device he has that sits under the dash that gets fed by the VSS signal,
Oh.
and then it spins the cable,
Yeah.
and the cable then
Drives the
drives your speedometer.
Okay.
So that's what you're going to have to do in order to get it to work.
Oh, okay.
And shoot, we should have Vic come too.
Aw.
Oh.
We'll get him next time.
He's not even in the chat. Like
I know.
how he got
So-
he
so-
got his car in balance.
So your speedometer is driven by a
What?
cable, unless you have an
His
SIR
car
gauge
and
cluster,
come back.
which I'm assuming you don't because your speedometer doesn't work.
Say again?
So you need to drive it with a cable. Typically, when somebody does that, they have a K-series transmission, like an early style, like EP3 or RSX, and you just take your cable drive out of your EF and you stick it in the K-series transmission, and you hook up your cable
Yeah.
to the speedometer, and it drives your speedometer, and everything's hunky-dory, and then you feed that speed signal from your gauge cluster to your ECU so it knows you're going fast. In your particular case, sounds to me like you don't have your cable. So in order to do that, you're gonna need to do what Vic did, and if you go on to our, did we do a list for an article on all the parts he used? Have we done that?
I
I think we did a parts
A
list.
parts list, there should be a parts list.
VTECacademy.com.
Yeah, VTECacademy.com, there should be a parts list for that, and that may tell you that device that he uses that actually drives the speedometer. So, it's like a, yeah, so that's what you're gonna need to do in order to do, drive your speedometer and get it to work. So, anyway, so yeah, we don't do that one every time. We have done that several times,
Yeah,
but not every time.
VSS, but it was the type.
VSS, CSS is the other one.
It's the type S transmission, is that what he has? Is that what he said he
Yeah,
had?
no, he said he has I think he said 06 Civic SI transmission.
Oh, okay.
So,
Yeah, no.
if he had a Type S transmission, that has the gear in it,
Oh, but the other
and you
one
just
doesn't.
stick the,
Okay, the other
you
one
just
does
stick
not.
the cable drive in it and just stick your cable in.
Okay.
So, anyway, hopefully that answers your question.
Look on his parts list here.
Yeah, Bobby, if you got a factory cluster, then it has to be cable driven, so you're gonna need to get the device that cable drives that. I wonder if it'd be interesting, I haven't tried this, it'd be interesting to see if you could take like a cluster out of a different model that's electrically driven and put it in the EF instrument cluster.
Oh,
That would be, and then electrically
Yeah,
drive
yeah,
it,
'cause
like
you
get one out like I have an EG and slap it in there.
yeah.
So I have to see if there's anything the same size. And what's interesting about that is there's two manufacturers of instrument clusters. There's Nippon Denso and Nippon Seiki, or I'm sorry, Denso and Seiki.
Yeah,
So Nippon Seiki. So it would probably have to be compatible with
Right.
that. So,
so just take the speedometer out.
yeah, just the speedometer out of the cluster and just change it over and then figure out how to electronically connect it.
Right.
So, but anyway, interesting problems.
Why couldn't I do that like with the Fit? Put a cable-driven
Well, it's
speedometer.
because I don't see why you couldn't, but it would have to be the right size.
Yeah. Huh. I mean, that's just a thought. I mean, you know,
Yeah.
we haven't got to that point yet, trying to figure all
Yeah.
that, trying to
You
get
know
all
what?
that
I'll do that
going.
before I pull the motor. I'll try to go in there and figure that out before I pull the. Oh wait, the car didn't start. I have to redo the harness. So, but yeah.
Wink Winkler has a question for each of you.
What's that?
What's your favorite chassis and motor combo?
Probably CRX and K20.
For what?
But that's not my actual favorite motor. My favorite is K24, but first CRX and K20.
Because it's your favorite chassis.
Yeah, because it's my favorite chassis. With an SR style hood. That's mine. What's yours?
Fit.
Fit? First gen? Second gen? Third gen?
First gen Fit.
Ah,
Yeah, it's the only one I have now.
With an L15?
With the L15B7,
that's right.
300 horsepower goal.
What's yours?
Tire shredder.
Tire shredder, even with the 17, even those big 17s on that thing. You've seen it. I mean, it's
Oh,
so
yeah.
it's so. I mean, I looked at it the other day. Went out to look at it the other day, and I'd forgotten how high it is because I had to raise it up.
Yeah.
You know, to clear everything. It's like I actually like it being that high. It's easy to get into. You know, because I just kind of slide right in there.
And we're under 100,000.
Uh-huh.
I think my favorite. I think my favorite's 84 to 7 CRX with the V16. It's still the most fun car I've ever driven. Hands
They're
down.
pretty fun. I think that with the K20 would be amazing.
9,000 on a stock motor with only an oil pressure gauge, and that's all you have to worry about, and attack, which is just the best thing ever because the engine's bulletproof. And
I think a K20 would be amazing in that car.
you keep
What's your
telling me
favorite?
that. I know it will.
That's probably the K24 and the EG
Yeah, that's solid cars.
with a 6-speed.
With 6-speed manual.
Yeah,
LST.
that 6-speed. That's why I put the 5-speed in because the 6-speed's worthless
Too much
on the
work?
street. No, the 6-speed's it's virtually worthless. You know, with
On
the
a K series.
yeah. I
In
mean,
what?
In the EG. I mean, the car weighs 2,000 pounds, 2,100 pounds or something, and you know it was worthless. Remember, when I was driving mine around, you could start out in third gear in that thing. You just slip the
Yeah.
clutch a little bit and start out in third gear.
That's
it was
fair.
it was great. So
That's
That
like
five-
the J series.
so
and
first
EK.
I learned how to drive stick. The first car I ever drove stick on the street was a J32 swap DK hatch,
Yeah,
and it was great to learn on because I could just like
You couldn't stall.
you couldn't stall it because
Yeah.
you could stick it in third gear on accident and take off, or I'd be like slowing down for a light and I'd like try and go for second and hit fourth, but it didn't care.
Didn't care.
You could stick in whatever gear you want. It's a great car to learn stick in because as long as you knew how to work the clutch, it didn't matter where the
Yeah,
lever went.
the six speed for the K20 Type S motor, the first gear is virtually worthless. You can't use it on a track, that's for sure, and you don't need to use it on the street because you're shifting before you get across the intersection.
They have a 405 final drive that comes in the like 2004 CRV in India,
You know,
and that would be the
that would widen.
well, it wouldn't widen it. It would lift it all up so that it would be.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
so first gear, you could start with first gear, and it would you'd actually have to slip the clutch a little bit. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
So
But yeah, I mean, it would feel like it widened it because it raises everything, so
Yeah.
everything raises spreads. But
so I'm horrible with last names, but Joe, whom I know that last name, but I can't pronounce it.
broadly,
Yes, if
Joe, how are
lemon
you?
seat available.
Limit seat available.
If we needed a guy on the team to keep that car running and drive also, I think that might be our
That
guy.
would be the guy.
He was always ready.
Joe was amazing.
He was.
Joe Bradley is commenting just right there. Let me tell you a little story about him. So when we were at, we went to, there was a time attack,
Global time attack. I think.
not global time
Or
attack.
what
There was
was
a
it?
time attack that was run at the Grand Prix
Long
there
Beach.
in Long Beach Grand Prix.
Okay.
And this was, I don't know, 12 years ago.
Yeah.
15 years ago. There was a time attack, and we had our Integra that had won the national championship in 2007, so it must have been 2008, 2009, 2007, 8.
Was that the one with the S2000
Yeah,
Pistons?
we had the one with the S2000 Pistons,
Yeah.
the big horsepower.
Yeah.
We brought that car.
Supercharged.
It was supercharged with Andy hoped to run it at the Long Beach Grand Prix. So
Yeah.
we're there at Long Beach Grand Prix. So we had a problem with it, and we hurt the engine. So Joe just happened to be there and was helping out. So we're like, oh crap, we need to change the motor. So, and we need to do it at Long Beach Grand Prix. So we call Bernardo Martinez, and he has a short block at his house.
Yeah.
And then Joe's like, I have a engine hoist at my house. And I think it was literally in the basement of his house. So we sent a couple people over to take it out of his basement and then bring it back to the Long Beach Grand Prix. And then we went and got the engine from,
This was Friday practice. This happened.
yeah, Friday. We went and got the engine from Bernardo's house, brought it back. So we got this stuff, and Joe's like ready to do this, pull this all-nighter to
Like
swap
9
the
o'clock
motor
at night
out.
or something.
It was like 9 o'clock at night, and I'm like, no, we'll do it tomorrow morning. And he's like, what? I'm like, no, we'll do it tomorrow morning. We don't need to do it. I'm like, we can get it done in the morning. So all the magazine people are like, oh, you blew up your motor. So sorry, you're not gonna be here. I'm like, we'll change the motor. And they're like, oh, you're gonna pull an all-nighter? I'm like, no, we're not gonna pull an all-nighter. So anyway, so the next morning, I get up at like 6 and I go down there and I get everything into the paddock for us, and I come back and wake up everybody in the room, and then we go back. So it's Joe and Scott and me, and
I was there.
You were there, and we go back.
I was like 12 at the
Yeah,
time.
you were 12.
I was operating the engine hoist. That's what I did.
Yeah.
I think I made it into one magazine photo.
Exactly. So cars help. So we go back in there. We go in there at 8 o'clock in the morning, and we have the motor. We have to pull the motor, put the supercharger on the new motor, put the motor back in. We get there, and at 8 o'clock we do it. At about 10:30, all the magazine guys come walking in.
10:30 that morning.
That morning, 10:30.
So it only took you 2 hours, 2.5 hours.
2.5 hours. So at 10:30, all the magazine guys are good. So, are you gonna change the motor?
What are you gonna change
And we're
the-
like, oh yeah, we did that this morning. So,
You had like up and idling at this point.
yeah, exactly. We're like topping it off with water and anything like that by that time. And Andy Hope comes back and he's all stressed and he goes, whatever you need, whatever I can do, however I can help. I'm like, no, we're done. You just drive the car. So, but Joe wanted to spend the whole night doing the whole thing, and we're like, we don't need.
Go get a good night's sleep.
That's
Do it
right.
in the morning.
Exactly. We'll attack this in the morning. We're all rested. So yeah, I think he just commented again.
He did not.
Okay,
Although Hush did say he was just got the 202 West.
yeah, cool. That puts him 20 minutes away.
It is 8:05, by the way.
Yeah.
Wink Winkler says that's awesome, great story. Yeah, but he's always awesome. We always see him at the racetrack and stuff like that.
He's been racing forever. He's a good friend of Bernardo's, Andy Hope.
I love having him on Facebook. He's such a great guy.
He is a great guy.
Yeah. Well,
So
I guess we'll have to let
he's-
him know.
So with the actors strike now and the writer's strike, he's probably not doing anything right now
Fine Bears.
because he works in the movie business on the West Coast.
Oh.
So he's probably just hanging out right at the moment. So
I'd say ship him over here, but UPS is about to go on strike.
Yeah, I don't want to.
I told our UPS driver, I'm like, you want to come hang out with us all day? And he's like, I will be here. I'm like, I shouldn't have said that.
yeah.
He always takes his afternoon break with us for some reason.
Exactly.
Apparently, we have the coldest AC of any warehouse he
Any
stops
warehouse that he
at.
goes to? That makes sense.
Yeah,
Oh.
SRP bill shows that too.
Hey, it was only 76 today.
Ouch.
Yeah, that's you're trying to cool the planet there with your air conditioning. Yeah.
Yes.
No, the problem is our door's a little bent.
Well,
I'm gonna buy seals for it
Yeah.
when I get back from vacation. They can
We
sweat
need to
out.
redo that metal with something that's straight.
It's bent.
I know.
Well, we just need to replace that lower section of the door because they come off in sections.
Well, if you actually put a straight piece of metal on there, it'll straighten it. So, yeah.
That door
Get a new piece of angle.
Well, the problem is the rails are all bent too.
All right. Still.
Either way.
I think we can fix it.
I thought that's a landlord problem.
Ah,
No.
don't stay.
Building
Don't go
maintenance? No.
there. Don't go
Right hand directly and said Honda should go out and strike. I could use a couple more weeks off.
there.
Yeah, our UPS guy was getting ready to go buy a new car, and he's just like, goes, I'm gonna have to wait till after the strike. I'm like, no, that's not a bad idea.
Let's hope they don't.
Yes.
We could just work on pallets though for a couple weeks.
Yeah.
It's a solution.
That's true.
And when our customers like, why did it ship? You're like, I don't know. Call the U.S. government or UPS and complain to them.
No, we're going to send stuff USPS.
I know.
I'm just saying it's going to be be the way it is for a while UPS is on strike.
Well,
I mean, we could probably reopen our FedEx account, but I don't want to do that.
Oh god, they're such a nightmare no matter what.
They were a nightmare.
They were a hot mess when everybody else was working fine. I cannot imagine how bad they would be if UPS went on strike.
Could you even?
We could barely get them to show up every day to pick up our packages when there wasn't an
They're
abundance
going to
of
be
packages.
swamped. So we'll just keep with the.
Yeah.
You know, we need to start bribing the post guy, the USPS guy.
Oh, yeah.
We already do.
So-
We get
I'll
them.
get him the recliner he keeps asking for.
There we go.
'Cause he
Let's
takes
get him a
his
lazy
break in
boy.
our
We'll get him a lazy boy.
Why do all of
Yeah.
our delivery people take breaks at our shop?
Malaysian boy.
They love hanging out at the shop. That's all he wants. He's a lazy boy.
Lazy
in the front
boy,
office.
He comes in and sits on that table and complains about that chair and complains about how hard it is.
yeah.
So we'll buy him a lazy boy just for that.
He still comes and sits.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, he does.
Yeah, every time.
What did he want to do? Oh, he wanted to come over for Chinese food the other day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh. You know, right hand drive. Clayton says he was looking for an EK hatch local. I know a Rust 3 one in Arizona that might be for sales. Right hand drive.
Right hand drive who?
Right hand drive. Clayton said he was looking for an EK hatch local to me or an S2000 shell. I said I know a right hand drive.
No, I'm not selling my S2000.
No, I said I know a right hand drive EK that's probably for sale in Arizona.
Who?
Oh, I don't want to say who because I don't want people bothering.
Oh,
them,
okay.
but we know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Interesting.
Yeah.
Wonder how much he's
Yeah.
selling for. Oh, probably
Yeah.
7 or 8 grand.
At
12,000.
least I think you want.
Yeah. How much?
12,000, I believe.
Yeah, but
12,000.
I don't think
You
it's.
can talk him down.
Yeah.
Well, you could pull that swap out because I think that has a Type R swap or something weird in it.
No, it doesn't. Oh,
Or-
yeah, it does.
At least
It has
a
B
GSR.
series. Yeah,
It has at least a
You're
GSR.
right, it does.
Do we did get a new not project car, but at some point it'll become a project car, but it runs and drives already.
The CRV.
I lost him.
What?
Oh, check it out.
We bought what?
But a CRV.
JM91 at Phoenix says, if you guys start sending more packages through USPS, I can come by with the big semi.
Oh, there you go.
Yes.
I hope he means truck.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure he is.
We bought a 04 CRV. 5-speed manual.
Yeah, about a 04 series.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You?
Yeah, Lord did.
I brokered the deal.
So this is what's hilarious. This is hilarious. Laura likes to talk about the fact I buy too many cars.
Yeah.
So I'm in California,
Yeah.
and I get this phone call. I'm like, hey, what's up? She's like, sorry to bother you, but we have the opportunity to buy this manual 2004 CRV. I'm like, I'm sorry, what? It's a really good price, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, you can buy it. That would be great. Because I was looking for one anyway, but that's not the point. The point is she bought it, so now.
She asked me about it too.
Yeah.
That was the crazy part.
Yeah, that's funny. Well, anyway.
Because
thank
I
you.
turned down the offer
Thank you
originally.
very much.
You're welcome.
Is it gold?
No, it's silver. So black interior, and it's an EX leather.
Is it a
5-speed.
So it's a 5-speed?
Yeah.
5-speed
Nice.
EX leather.
Is
It's
it-
fully loaded, all factory records.
All-wheel drive?
Yeah. They only came
All-wheel
all-wheel drive with their manual.
Oh, that's
The only problem is it,
AC compressors.
AC compressor
I
going
think
out.
the clutch is going
and,
out.
and I think, oh really? Well, it doesn't matter. And then also, the AC clutch is going out. And then also, it's got a little bit of a groan from power steering.
It has 300,000 miles on it.
It does.
But all the factory service records.
Yeah. So it's a nice car actually. So I think what we're gonna do is,
Drive it.
we're gonna convert to EPS.
Oh,
And then I think I'm gonna put the engine from the budget EG, the TSX headed CRV motor in there. So I think that'll be kind of fun.
so it's
You
already
know what?
got,
I should go buy another CRV motor
it
and
already
just
has a K motor.
put a new head on it. It does. So I'll just put a decent head on it so that we can get a little more horsepower. Oh no, you wanted to put let's do that. We'll just put the EP3 supercharger on.
Yeah.
The Jackson Racing.
Because if we go to EPS, we throw the Jackson Racing
We'll
Supercharger
do
on it.
electronic power steering, which will solve the groan.
Yeah.
No, well,
It's pretty much like you have to
yeah,
fix it.
yeah, exactly. We have to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But-
because obviously it's low on fluid, so we need to change it.
Do a small lift kit.
Do a small lift kit. Yeah.
Small for
2
the
inches.
tires.
Yeah.
Inch and a half.
Yeah.
There's no 2-inch.
Yeah.
Why did you buy it?
Because it was a
Good
good deal.
prototyping stuff.
Oh,
Because
need
we
to-
wanted one.
5-speed manual.
Because they don't have one.
All-wheel drive.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it runs and drives and it's in nice shape, so it's gonna be a good
Lower
car
body.
to.
I
Yeah.
know.
She's
I
like,
was in charge.
I told her like we need like a parts runner and stuff like that. You know, because the Ridgeline, the Dodge, we need something smaller than that.
That's
And
good.
my CRVs, the real secret was that the AC and the 01 CRV only worked so well during summer. I was like, I need a second gen. Anyway, I'm the only person here that ever goes off roading.
Yeah.
Well,
No, AC went off-road at Laguna Seca.
true.
Yeah,
I go off
not
road.
quite the same.
I go
What's
every
y'all's
weekend.
opinion on all-wheel drive converting? I think it's pretty cool. What do you guys think of all-wheel drive?
It's good
Uh,
for drag racing.
yeah, I've never really.
Until we drive one, you don't really know.
Right, I don't really know, but I mean, to me, it just seems like a lot of work. And are you getting the extra benefit of the other two wheels driving? You know,
In the dirt you would.
really. But I mean, yeah.
And on the drag strip you would.
On the drag strip you would, but I mean, in any other place, you'd really need.
Well, we don't live in Canada,
Right.
so where we'd be like going, hell yeah.
Well, no, what I'm getting at though is usually when you hear about people converting all-wheel drive, they're putting in
The race car.
yes, or they're turbocharging it, so they've got 500 horsepower or
Yeah.
more, and they need that 500. They need the all-wheel drive to control the horsepower.
Yeah, like you would with your Fit when you get 300 horsepower.
Pretty much. Yeah, I know.
All-wheel drive.
Yeah.
All-wheel drive fit.
There's actually an all-wheel drive manual transmission for the L15 B7.
Yeah,
They
the
have-
one in Europe.
they have
the
HRVs.
HRV, yeah. So.
Yeah, it's
Don't tell anybody.
In Europe.
Yeah, it's in Europe. Don't buy them up. I need to buy one first.
I don't know. I think it's cool. I think it's useless for road racing. I think there might be. I think drag racing is useless. I mean,
Not useless.
no.
It's useful.
I said I think drag racing is
Oh, you
useless.
think the drag racing itself is useless? Got it. Yes, sure.
That's just my inside joke.
I know.
My joke. I think for autocross it'd be kind of interesting to look at
I think autocross might be really interesting.
because especially in Arizona you get a lot of dirty tracks. You know,
Yeah.
really.
Well,
crap
not
at
even
all.
that. You could get more horsepower. You get more horsepower.
Yeah, and
So
launch
you could-
yourself
you
out of
could-
corners.
And you could launch out of corners.
Right.
Yeah.
So
I think for the street, if you want to pull on some guys in STIs, because something about Arizona and dudes in STYs always try and pull on every Honda they see from
I
lights.
think that's nationwide.
It probably is because they drive an STY.
It's too wide.
Yeah, like why the hell would you buy
Why would
one?
you buy that? Okay, got it. Good, I like that.
It's
I think
Robert
my
said,
favorite video series is when Donut was modifying Subarus, and they kept blowing them up. It seemed like every episode they were blowing them up.
Yeah, you 300
Well, that's
horsepower and
'cause-
they're done.
Yeah.
That's because Subaru designed the engine.
Well, it's just hilarious. It's
Yeah.
like
Oh, it's a
so many people I know that had Hondas and switched to Mitsubishis or Subarus, and they get back to Hondas.
Well, it's like all the guys that went FRS out of their S2000s and then had to spend way too much to get back into S2000s. Okay.
Yeah.
Remember that when the track guys, when the FRS trucks came out, a bunch of the track guys were like, S2000s are too hard to maintain, they're expensive, we're all buying FRSs because they're new. And then like 2 years after that, everybody sold their FRS and went back to S2000s, like all the California guys.
Did they?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
I remember listening to like Junior talk about a bunch of the guys that were like buying the FRS thing and then decided to sell them and go back to S2000s. And,
Right. Well, yeah, and that's what you get when you only have four bolts surrounding each cylinder. I mean, that's what happened. That's why they blow them up.
And there's a reason why they never had an F1 team.
No,
Just saying.
they tried.
Can you trust their?
They
Yeah,
tried.
they did. And didn't they podium once? Didn't Toyota podium once?
Toyota?
No, Subaru.
Subaru? Oh yeah, never
We're
mind.
talking about engines, not the chassis.
Oh, okay, all right. Yeah, good point.
Toyota's done enough other things that they're notable for that. But Subaru, like, have you ever seen, other than rally racing, have they won any actual series
No,
that where engine development's critical?
no, it's been rally.
Interesting.
Porsche does, but I don't
Subaru,
think
you
they're-
suck. All right. How bad are you guys seeing
Mugen or Spoon?
the markup on Integra Type S and Civic?
Mugen.
Horrible.
Mugen.
Oh yeah, it's ten to $15,000 markups on those.
Yeah, it's crazy what they're doing with those things. You can find some of the Civics not marked up that bad, but
But the Type S.
the
is-
Type S
Yeah.
out of control.
They're like $70,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, $70,000 out of control.
Yeah.
Matt,
But then again, if I
that's what they are in Ohio.
made money, I was like, and I wanted a car, I'd be
Yeah,
like,
I guess. I mean, you know.
Yeah, if I make money, I want. I wanted a really overpriced Civic Type R.
Wink,
Yeah, exactly.
Winkler asked Mugen or Spoon?
Neither.
Neither?
They're
Neither?
both overpriced for what they are.
Overpriced. I saw something today. I don't even know what it was. From King Motorsports. Some like little
Trinket.
round. No, it was like a round, oblong shaped like grommet or something. I don't know exactly what it was. It was like $70 for this grommet thing. I didn't understand what it was, but it was moving. You know, whatever it was.
How much Mugen license plate
I
bolts
don't
are?
know what it was. I mean,
My favorite one was their axles. They had
oh, those are the spoon axles.
the spoon axle,
Oh,
$3,000, and they're basically
Honda
they took some
axles.
Honda axles apart and did some magic and
balanced
like,
them.
Yeah, balanced them. Yeah,
Because you know how much the stock axles.
We're out of
Fail all
balance.
the time.
Yeah, exactly. Like
Yeah.
9 out of 10 times you hear about failures is
but
always.
it'd be, the thing is that you could just buy 10 sets
right?
and replace them every race.
Yeah, right.
But anyway,
Then you'd have some to rebuild every
Yeah.
time. You
Yeah.
rebuild them after one's in there and you rebuild it.
Yeah. Well, like here's the thing too. I don't know if I Spoon anymore. I'm not sure how I feel about it when they have 4-piston built in their motor for them.
What's that?
Spoon, who got famous off of racing, like engine building and stuff like that,
Yeah.
4 pistons built in their engine for their new FL5 race car.
Okay.
But shouldn't Spoon be because they're the engine builder? They're the ones that sell crate
but
motors.
Spoon hasn't gotten into the K20C. I don't believe.
Well, I know, but that's where. But we're
No, I
famous
got-
for
so I
making
got-
engine
so I got a
mounts.
question
We
for you.
make
So-
engine mounts for everything.
so I got a question for you, and I don't want to. I don't
I'm
want
not
to make
trying
this
to
into a
badmouth.
badmouth thing, but I'm just saying: is this Spoon in the USA or is it Spoon in Japan?
I assume Spoon the USA. But why wouldn't they just get the engine from Spoon Japan?
I don't think they're doing that anymore.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, they're not.
You can still buy a crate K20 from them though.
Okay.
That's different.
From the Spoon USA.
Not the new K20.
No, it's the older one.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
you also
I
can buy a
understand.
crate B series for some reason though.
You can or can't?
Can't.
Yeah, they stopped making those ages ago.
Yeah.
But people still race them.
Well,
True.
Yeah.
But they stopped making them ages ago.
Yeah.
Spoon would get brand new ones.
Oh, they're not remanning
No, no.
old ones?
No, they.
It's very much like what HPD does.
Got it.
Yeah, they
I just think
buy a new motor
Yeah.
and.
my problem with Spoon isn't actually Spoon, it's all the dudes that freak out over having the right Spoon sticker and the right sweatband around their brake cover and the right Spoon rear view mirror I think Spoon as a company is brilliant. I just hate the people that just like. You ever see that meme? Never mind, actually, that's not appropriate for here. But like, that's all I see whenever I hear Spoon from anybody who has Spoon. The company's awesome and they did some great things, and they've done a lot of great things.
They've done some great things.
No, they have. It's
Yeah.
the people that buy the parts that I dislike.
Yeah,
The Spoon fanboys.
The Spoon fanboys are the worst.
yeah.
Spoon is great.
I don't want to badmouth them anymore. They have a reputation that they work very hard to earn, and they are
No, they're awesome.
they are like
As a company, they're
they're
awesome.
they're like a collector item. They're not as bad as like a company like Supreme,
No, they're not.
you know. But they're
At least they
but
did
they
something.
have. I'm sorry.
They do
I shouldn't
things.
even say that. What I don't mean is they're as a company they're not bad. I'm saying their customers, you know, aren't as like crazy as Supreme customers, where they're willing to pay big bucks for a T-shirt because it has the word Supreme on it or something like that, or a keychain. Or
There's so many people I know that like have Spoon parts, but they're always just like the brake thing and the windshield banner. I'm like, how much was that windshield banner? It's way more than any windshield banner should ever be.
yeah.
You know.
Hey, who put the donut sticker on my truck?
Me.
But
I noticed it today.
Donut sticker?
Yeah, Donut Media.
Megan.
Right.
I'm also a cheap ass.
Oh, by the way, did
Not
you
when it
see
comes to your
Wink
Junior D.
Winkler said he had 5
Safety's
cars
different.
all with our mounts in them?
Nice.
Yes.
Thanks.
Very nice.
well,
Everything moving for his Del Sol.
Find out how far Robert is from here.
he's on the west coast. He's probably still a few minutes away.
Oh, never mind. Okay.
He's probably
He's gonna walk in
Yeah.
just
When you shut
right
off.
as we sign off.
but he's been on the road for like 14 hours or something now.
I know.
That guy doesn't stop. He just
Alright.
drives.
We're gonna stay for another 8 minutes.
8 minutes.
8 minutes.
9 minutes.
Yeah.
So,
So what are the
Well,
questions?
I need another can.
So Wink Winkler says he has everything moving for his Del Sol, which is kind of cool.
I do like
My
that.
brother Keith has so much moving stuff, it's not even funny. He has, this is kind of some of the wild stuff he has. He has a 1986 Mugen ZC motor. That was actually rebuilt by Comptech. So instead of making the 180 horsepower came from Mugen, it makes 202 horsepower because Comptech reworked it.
yeah.
He has the Mugen oil pans for the ZCs. He's got stacks of Mugen gear sets for like 86 to 9 Integra gearboxes.
Moving
He
side.
has Mugen side draft mounts for carburetors, which also work on
CCs.
ATVs. Yeah, for like, 1200, Civic 1200.
Yeah.
You've got a Mugen 1200 motor in a car, and the car actually was originally built by King Motorsports in the 80s
Right.
for racing.
Is that crate motor you got that one time? Or is
Oh,
that-
he had 4 of them at one
Yeah,
time.
okay. I just remember
Yeah.
one-
And didn't he have another King Motorsports built Integra?
Just
two
the frame, just the
two
tube frame.
Yeah.
Oh, and he bought the whole car too. He had a King, I don't know if that was King Motorsports built.
But
I
it had
think
all
was.
the
It was
moving
a-
parts.
No, it was a whole entire car that was like
Completely disassembled. It
Disassembled,
was a
yeah.
two-frame 80,
89 or 88 or 89, or maybe it was 87.
84 to
Integra.
7 Integra.
86 to 7 Integra.
86, 7, yeah.
Yeah.
It was
So
on a
he had the entire car.
Is
That
that
was
a
pretty
GT2
crazy.
car? or something?
Baseline at 20th
No,
Street.
with GT light car, but just two
Is
frame.
it baseline in 20th
Is it
Street?
baseline at 20th Street?
Oh, nice.
Alright.
Well, I guess so.
He'll make it in 10 minutes.
They'll make it, yeah.
All right.
You gotta keep
So
talking.
we'll keep talking.
Yeah.
When you J-swap your tag, there aren't much of a selection of Mugen. There's no Mugen J-series stuff.
Yeah, none.
There is an LSD for moving.
For J?
I'm pretty sure.
I don't think so.
They make one for the NSX, for the first gen NSX.
Oh, that would be a C.
No, I know, but I thought they made a J series one too.
I don't think they do.
Because they make one for like everything. You ever notice though? Mugen LSD, $2,500 for everything, and NSX, $5,000. It's still a Honda. Why is it $5,000?
That's Mugen. That's NSX prices. It's like when they talk about Porsche tax, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You get one part for one car, and then you go find the same thing for a Porsche, and it's 3 times as much.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh. poor life
whatever the
choices.
traffic will bear.
I told you that story tonight about the machine shop guys that I use. They do machining for one of the local Porsche restorers.
And they love it.
They're spending, those guys, these are the air-cooled motors.
Okay, the old stuff,
The
yeah.
old six, they're spending $40,000 rebuilding those engines. Wow. It's like, I couldn't believe it.
They spend $20,000 rebuilding the automotors for spec me out.
True. But when you look at the Porsche motors, because he machines the cases for them. They're magnesium cases. They're the spindliest looking thing. You just, You just see the studs that hold the jugs on. I mean, they're like they're pencil thin. That's how it's like. Can't believe they build them like that. But that's what they do.
Yeah.
You know how those people are.
I'm just saying.
I've watched too much Top Gear for too many years. I had too many jokes about that.
Yeah, it's not that the Mugen LSD. This is the difference between a Mugen built LSD and another one. The Mugen LSD would actually be built on the same line as a Honda part.
Yep.
So a lot of the Mugen parts are actually built like as a special run on Honda's manufacturing stuff. That is, I don't know how it is today, but that's how it was back in the day. You could, unless it was like a body part that was like, special aero or something like that. But like the engine mounts that they made, the other mechanical parts they made were made on the same, basically on the same factory as the factory parts were made.
Yeah, because back in the day, Mugen is the one who built the first Formula One, not the first one, but the one that Honda won the F1 championship with way back in like the early 90s.
Because Mugen was like their performance arm.
Right.
It was the son of Soichiro Honda.
Yeah.
And and a lot of stuff's passed off. They did all the motorcycle stuff.
That's right. That's right. First order.
Yeah.
Was the motorcycles.
Yeah.
The dirt bike stuff.
Yeah.
It wasn't the
So the
street
Mugen
bike.
125s and
Yeah.
the
So it was all
250s.
those, and then
Yeah.
then they built the Formula, the 10-cylinder, whatever that motor was,
Yeah.
and they built that was their.
Have to look it up exactly because
Yeah.
the original Honda was a Honda, the all white one with the orange.
The 271.
Yeah, that was a Honda product.
Okay.
But then if you go to Wikipedia and you look at all their championships,
Yeah.
at a certain point it becomes Mugen Honda.
Right.
So,
That's what I'm
yeah.
saying. They built all those.
Yeah, so they did a lot of that stuff. So that was just passed off basically. I don't know if that.
Mugen was active 92 to 2000.
There you go.
147 races, 4 wins, 16 podiums, 1 pole. 182 points.
Yeah. So
Jensen Button. That's another thing I remember about that era.
No, that was
that was before that.
Oh,
Before
2001.
Jensen Button was
Oh,
after.
Mugen. Sorry, I was thinking of. Never mind.
BAR
Yeah.
Yep.
and
Boy,
Ron.
McLaren must feel silly for junior at their Honda motor contract on a Red Bull house. And a Red Bull's part of everything.
that's weird how that stuff goes. I mean,
Damn it, and I liked McLaren too. I was all in on Lando Norris. I don't like pulling a blank on our current world champion.
yeah.
Max Verstappen.
Yeah.
Have
I
y'all?
like him.
I liked him until he stabbed his teammate that won him his first championship in the back.
Yeah. To be fair, I never liked Lewis Hamilton though, so.
I didn't until he lost.
We'll add J swaps to our
You
text.
just get like spoiled.
Yeah, true. What Mr. Spoon actually came to visit the shop once. He was super nice.
Yeah, Spoon was not related to Honda.
No, I was talking about how he visited he came and visited the shop
Yeah.
once.
Yeah.
Mr. Spoon.
Yep.
I cannot pronounce his name, and I will not attempt to. Super nice guy. I got the most awkward high five, and I'm not sure if he was going for it or not, but I went in for the high five.
It was very nice.
He was super nice though. We had one employee that absolutely loved Spoon, and he signed like 4 different things for him.
Yeah, he did. He was super nice.
And then he went and was so careful, and he's like, he has that EK cluster, that SI cluster that he has. Yeah.
You wandered off in the yard looking at all the cars,
Yeah.
and then made you pretend like you were twirling in your car as you
Yeah,
crashed. That was the best.
he took some video of me. You know, we were talking about my crash on the Insight.
Oh.
So,
Yeah. Oh.
He was standing in front of the car,
Yeah.
and then Mr. Spoon made him go like this,
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
so he'd be tumbling in his car.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was a funny man.
He was super funny.
Super nice guy.
He was
nice.
super interested in seeing like the warehouse and everything,
Yeah.
all the stuff we had. And
He was nice to everyone.
He's like, people live like this?
we tried to clean up most of the cobwebs. They were all pushed up against the ceiling at least. It was, we did not do a lot of cleaning for that one. I remember the most
It
time we
wouldn't
ever.
make a difference.
One
Have you
time-
seen their place in Japan,
It's like spotless.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
Well, they are the Japanese. They're like that.
They're like that.
wow.
But no, what spot? That's a compliment.
Oh,
I still remember one time though, we had somebody coming to visit the shop. It was some Honda executives were coming. I think this was
Yeah, we had a bunch of people from Honda.
before the HPD mounts or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
And you had the entire company out there. We were sweeping the parking lot.
Yeah. To get all the aluminum shavings off.
Yeah.
Yeah, we swept the entire front parking lot. No, not the side one where everybody works.
Robert's-
The actual front parking lot where everybody parks.
Oh.
We swept the entire parking lot. It was just the dust bowl across the shop and everything else that day.
Guess who's here?
Stop.
Roberto.
I think Robert's here.
Yeah.
I'm just guessing.
Oh my god.
Delilah.
Delilah.
Guys have dogs?
Hey, hey.
Headphone warning. Sorry, a little late.
Delilah, no bark.
Delilah, no bark.
She'll calm down when she.
Yeah.
Come,
She
have a
must
seat.
know you.
Come join us, Robert.
You want some?
Too close?
No, you're good.
Very good.
Oh, we're gonna move the camera.
Adjust
over
the
a little bit.
camera.
I got it.
Oh, you might want to sit over there. Right there.
Yeah, take my
Yeah, you'll
spot.
be in that
I'm gonna calm down my doggos. You're good to
Oh.
get in front of the
Yeah,
camera.
sit right there.
I've been there for last time. Miklo, get out.
Dude, check it out.
I saw it. It looks really cool, man. Is that aluminum?
Yeah, I think so.
Aluminum.
Brushed aluminum.
That looks nice. Cool.
Pretty snazzy.
Does that go at the shop or does that stay
Yeah,
here?
we can actually buy more of them. So,
Really?
yeah, so we'll put one down the shop and, yeah, I'll buy one.
Until we hear the
from
price
them,
and
one
we're
here.
like,
Oh, unless they, yeah,
That's
unless they
how they
like
get you.
$400, then forget about it.
Just make one.
then we'll just buy six.
Neat. Yeah, so sorry I'm so late.
No problem. How was everything?
Well, I could start with the drive. Yeah. I did have to stop for 30 minutes twice. I just couldn't do it.
Yeah.
That had a lot to do with that I started this morning at 1:30 this morning
Oh,
to get stuff done so that I can leave, and then that's
Wow.
I'm here. And I'm
That's
just
a long day.
that's a long day.
super tired.
Yeah, I bet.
So you feel pretty good.
I mean, I think when I finally sleep, I'll feel really good.
Yeah. Good.
Yes.
Now that you stop moving constantly through space.
Sure.
If he dozes off, forgive him. So, yeah. Well, don't. Yeah, the bench, that's why we put you on the bench, just in case.
You
Sure.
can just lie down.
Oh, okay. Nice.
So what's new?
Well, we're having another baby.
What?
Oh.
She doesn't know it yet, though. I don't know. I'm just trying to be funny.
She's not watching this?
She might be.
Oh,
Yeah,
she knows.
she doesn't know.
You guys
So,
have nothing to do. Exactly.
No, things are really good for us. We're really happy with where we're at, and I started making a few parts now. It's a lot of work, so like I noticed that you guys have been struggling in that area, and that had partly to do. I had Christina in there working with me, and we had both children there, and she had the second or the third one, and like it was just too much with the two that we had there, and I really needed her. And so we were trying to figure out how we're gonna do it with just me. So everything that you guys do on a regular basis, design, you gotta mark it, you gotta pack it, you gotta ship it, you gotta do all that stuff. I'm doing it, and she was doing at least the answering the phone calls, the emails, and packaging. But without her there, I was like, how is this gonna work? Because I had my partner was there with us, and then it didn't work for him, and so I was just kind of left there trying to figure
yourself?
things out.
Wow.
And but this last year we took a break and figured out like how to do it, and we survived, and we're just a good place right now.
Glad to hear. Excellent.
Good.
Glad to hear.
So it's very nice. I heard you talk about your 847.
Yes.
Yeah, I just I'm putting her CRX back together. I pulled the motor. You got the motor.
Yeah.
I had found another '89 Swamp at some point, which is why I decided to pull that one out because I was gonna do. Actually, I found the.
So tell me about the, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but tell me about the condition of the one that you pulled out.
Oh, it was fine.
Okay.
It was nothing. There was nothing
So it
wrong
was
with
like an 88, 89 Integra motor.
It's
It's a black valve cover?
yes, it was
It's
black
88,
one.
89. Okay.
A D6 and A9.
Yep.
I had gotten another one on some other trip. I was down here in Phoenix for. I got to check the yards before I go home, and I did, and I found another '89. I was like, well, you rarely see these there, and it was all stock and all manuals, all good condition. So I plucked it out, brought it home, and I was gonna sell it, but I did a compression test, and it was just dead in one of the cylinders. Pulled the head off, and it had a burn valve. So I'm like, great, now I'm upside down on this thing, and it was really expensive. This was one from one of those on 27th, pick and pull.
Either north or south.
Pull and save.
Pull and save.
Right? That thing cost me $1,000 at it. I mean, they just everything,
That's ridiculous.
and it's like now it's got a burn valve. It's like, how am I gonna flip this? Whatever. Just gotta keep going, and I might be able to at least break even. So I put a new valve in it, had a head machine and stuff like that. So I was gonna put it back on, and then I'm like, wait a minute, why am I gonna sell this one that I just did machine work? I'll just sell the one that's out because there's nothing wrong with it.
Right.
I was like, well, I'm gonna
Put
keep
the
this.
fresh one in yours.
Yeah, that's exactly what I did. Well, what's going to do? And so, so I still have the motor, and then this year I got her. This is for Christina too. So I got her a head gasket. I got her some head studs for it. I got 75 shot Zex for it.
So let me tell you something. You can run that however you want.
Oh yeah, that would just the jumper and super.
You put the Prelude
Distributor on it.
distributor on. Oh,
Yeah.
you know that. Okay. Good.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
So that might be the down the road, but that was the first thing because with that car, she got to learn how to just to do a burnout, how to stage, and she got really good with that. And like she's really consistent on her ETs. I know like Carter over there is falling asleep talking about drag racing.
I'm just saying I need some.
And so like by the end of that season, like I was like, you're ready for Power Riders, and so we did Moto Nitrous for her. Because we did put an MSD two-step on it, and she got really good with it. She was launching at 7,500 on that thing pretty consistently. I mean, we were really slow. It was like 17.1 or something like that. So I was like, all right, this just should be fun. And then last night, you ever heard of Cheetah Auto?
Yeah.
Okay, so they make parts for that chassis.
Yeah.
So they have an adapter for the intake manifold to like a newer D series. And so I was like, I got one of those in anticipation to get a supercharger at one point. So they make a supercharger that bolt to that head, but getting the newer the single cam D series would be more versatile because I can use it on another single cam engine later on. So I just got the plate in, and then last night somebody had posted a supercharger for sale. And so I'm like, come on man, sell it to me. And so like, I'm still kind of waiting on that, but I think it'd be really cool
Nice.
for her. So if anything, as far as projects go, like,
That's kind of cool.
that's
That's really cool. I like that idea. So did you do anything fender wise or anything with that car, or just?
No, it's all stock height. I got the medieval team kit from Heel Toe.
Nice.
That made the biggest difference, I think, because it was all factory shocks.
Mm-hmm.
But
Nice.
yeah, there's not a whole lot,
Cool.
to it.
Don't we have the
Pretty
molds
stuff.
for that?
We have the molds for like wide body kit for that.
Bolts?
Molds.
Oh, molds, that's right. That's what was on your car.
Yeah, and there's somebody who has just the front set on their car. What's his name that used to drag race back in the day?
Eric Aguilar.
Oh,
We built a CRX with just the front
Mm-hmm.
set up.
That was
on it.
his?
Yeah.
Well, we sold it
you-
to him. It was my
oh.
car and we sold it to him.
Oh, yeah.
Keith is like, I'm selling it. I'm like, I
it
build
was-
it and you sell it. This is when,
Yeah.
before I bought him out, so.
And that was that was on his green car. It's a green
Right,
car,
it was
right?
green.
Yeah, that's right. I
Yeah.
remember that one.
Because originally I had it built, it was white with like this Japanese flag draped all over it, and was when I built it. And then I had a turbo D16 in it, like an '87
Uh-huh.
Civic, but we lowered the pressure too much, so it was sucked. But I still have that Ready kit, so that's yeah. So in fact, I had Grady rebuild the turbo for me, so I've got all that stuff sitting on the box at the shop, so I wanna I'd love to do another setup like that, so. In fact, I have another white CRX that's got a perfect.
Excuse me.
Okay. Hey, want anything, Rick? It's water?
That'd probably keep the cough down.
Yeah,
Got
no
it.
problem.
We got it.
Thank you very much.
And you don't drive back every night, right?
No.
You stay.
Yeah, you stay.
It's a week at a time. Is that
Yeah,
what
yeah.
I understand?
Yeah.
Week on, week off.
Yep.
He's our roommate.
Nice.
For those of you who don't know who Robert is, Robert owns Hush Performance. I would imagine that most of you know who he is, so you've been here numerous times on the
Sure.
show and stuff like that. He used to live here in the valley.
And the Budget EF series.
Yeah, the Budget EF series, exactly.
He helped us get to 100,000 also.
Yes, you did.
Yes, he
Thank you
did.
very much.
Well, that was grassroots days. Now I'm not famous enough to be even at this table
Oh,
anymore.
please.
Oh, we can finally start stepping on the little people.
He started years ago.
I mean, this is official.
Started years ago. So true. He's dead too.
Well, when the camera's off, I got a couple of interesting stories to tell you, so.
Sure.
No, I can't.
Yeah, you just came back for some stuff.
Yeah.
That's neat.
Yeah.
And I saw that you got a computer for your CRX. That sounds
Yep.
fun.
Yep, exactly. So that's gonna be interesting. I think I have the supercharger on, so I'm gonna take it off briefly and get it all running, and then I'll put the supercharger back on it and finish it up, so. My 88 CRX.
The yellow one.
Yeah, there's a J series swap ECU now from
Yeah.
Honda. I had started doing drive-by-wire on that car
Yeah.
6 years ago, whenever I did it, and
Yeah.
now they have the swap computer, so I'll do that on there. And I think I'm gonna now take the drag car and turn it into drive-by-wire too, so that should be good.
Yeah.
Because the supercharger that's on that drag car is actually meant for,
Yeah.
actually, I don't know if the supercharger's on it right now, is it? It's sitting on an engine, but anyway.
It's sitting on the J.
Okay, so I have a supercharger for it that was built by CT Engineering Comtech way back in the day, and it's meant for a drive-by-wire engine too, so I'm gonna put all that together and put it on, it should be
Yeah.
about
itching by cool.
Just so you know.
Should be a lot of fun.
What?
I was saying it's
All right,
840,
question.
just so you know.
Would love to see you guys do something performance-wise. All right,
Performance wise, with an auto box from level 10 or IPT for us disabled drivers.
you know, it's, the automatic stuff is coming, so right now, I bought recently an RSX, swap from a base RSX with automatic transmission, and I bought a CRV swap, second-gen CRV swap with automatic transmission. So I'm gonna work on the CRV automatic swap into the first-gen CRV. This will be all-wheel drive CRV, and then I'm gonna work on, automatic RSX with automatic transmission into EGEK DC2. So that is a plan. And then with that, Honda can actually modify the auto ECUs. I'll have to talk to them and make sure we can leave the code in there to work the automatic transmission with that, and then just, be able to do whatever we want to the engine and leave the automatic working. So I don't think they can change the shift points, but I think you can probably put it in manual shift and shift it that way, so I think it'd probably be fine. So, yeah, automatic stuff is gonna come out, this year, damn it, this year.
Shall we let Clayton get to bed? It's about midnight there, just so you know.
Clayton, you can sign off.
You
Clayton.
awake?
I was more saying,
You want the rest of us to sign off here?
Yes.
All right. Getting to be late this evening? All right. Well, I'm glad you made it eventually. So, where are you? What's up?
Nothing. I just came to join the end.
Okay.
yeah, we're gonna say goodbye.
I guess we're gonna sign off here. So anyway, guys, I wanted to thank everybody for liking and subscribing and helping us to reach that 100,000 mark. I really appreciate it. And everybody here, thank you guys very much for helping us get here.
Yeah.
This 100,000.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Yay, us.
Yeah.
And yay, you guys.
By the way, Aaron does the video editing. Brian does general commentary, and
I complained.
And usually I provide drinks.
it's right.
So.
And Robert has
Yes.
been a longtime friend
Yes.
and supporter of this, our efforts here. So glad you could make it down here. So we are going to sign off for this evening. And thanks again. We'll talk to you guys later. And somebody go turn that thing off.
That would be Carter's job.
Not it.
Bye.
Not it is.
Bye.